There'll be millions of people.
That's why Greg went to AT&T Stadium, right? That's why he likes doing it. Because it's big. It's the biggest stadium there. We need a stadium like the one they did the Olympics, right? You know they're gonna do the Olympics in LA. Weird. I don't know. Not next year. I don't know when.
Really?
That's cool, right? We should go and see it, right? when they do it here in LA. That's once in a lifetime, right? But that's gonna be a long time from now. That's like 2020 or 20.
We have to.
When's the next Olympics? The summer one is gonna be in Japan next. The winter they said is gonna.
Way, right?
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
But how else? How else are you gonna do it?
That's the only. How are we gonna bring everyone back, right? Not everyone is in different.
We don't have our official transportation. Did you do the paperwork for the transportation? For our own.
For the bullet train.
Services and
We're gonna build the bullet train, right? We're gonna put a bullet train.
We have to make an Uber.
Riverside. Oh yeah, the Uber, right?
We have to make one so people can ride our taxis and stuff.
Oh yeah, you know, taxis and stuff like.
And we can only
Tolakazak
we can only hire Christian people.
Yeah.
Forgiven people.
Forgiving Christian people, right? So it's safe. So no terrorists will be in control of these taxis.
And only Filipinos.
Just pretending to, and then they're gonna rob you.
No Mexican people, right?
Yeah,
right. No other races, only Filipinos.
Only Filipino, no Middle East.
We have to give them jobs. We have to help our own countrymen.
You have to help. He's only. No.
It's good. See, it's good. We're discussing this. This is our annual Tolakazak meeting
Reunion,
to the
right?
White House.
The reunion of the old members, cabinet members, right?
Yeah.
When's the next one?
We visit each other once a year to discuss
our plans for the future of Tolakazak. So we have to do it only once a year. We can only do Bible study once a year. We cannot do it. Like last year, that's the last one. Christmas at the end of it. And then, or maybe Christmas. This are we gonna do a Christmas party this year?
We meet once a year to discuss.
I don't know. So now it's gonna be once a. That's crazy, right? That's not fair. The vice president works for that guy, right? He's treating him like the power of Egypt, right? He's making him a slave, work harder than his wages. Even in the Sabbath, you're supposed to rest. The Harvest Crusade is on the Saturday, right? So forget about the crusade. We'll just watch it online then, right? I remember we went there, nobody was there. The Norma wasn't there. She said it was they don't come anywhere, right? It was just you, right? And Phil Wickham. It was just Phil Wickham, right? No harvest worship, man. It's gonna be like that. Last year it was all him. The harvest worship band was not there. It was all Phil. What is your plan? What is your plan to make a diplomatic agreement with Queen Chrysalis? I don't know.
I can't put a flag here because they still control it. They control
but right, they still control.
It's not a.
This is the Riverside branch, right? You're in the part of the Riverside branch. So I'm part of the Bakersfield branch because of movement.
It's more conservative, right?
Yeah.
Here it's more democratic.
Here it's more democratic, right? There's more here, right? So it's more
democratic in Riverside.
Yeah. You see signs everywhere saying, I like this guy. I like this guy.
But they're not good.
You see campaigns.
You know what North Korea means? Northern Korea means
It's complicated to run our own country, right?
Right, to run our own, it's hard work to run that country.
Hard work. Maybe in a couple of years' time, we'll be able to make our own land.
Right.
We'll get our own land and everything.
Right. If Israel did it, right, why can't
we can do it too, right?
It took them years, right? It didn't take them right away. Every country takes time, right? So it doesn't mean that this is the end of the country, right?
Yeah. It's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning.
It's just like America. It was colonies and then became
It was a colony. It was a colony, right? And then look at that now, right? It became a large country.
Even if it takes us 100 years.
Even if it takes us 100 years, we'll get there eventually. Where? Come, just go. The KFC. CCFC. So remember, With CCFC chicken.
What if CCFC sues us? What if they sue us? Because we started in their place, right? We started in that location, so Pastor Mali might say he started in ours, so we own the idea.
So the sock is Bakersfield. Huh? The sun is Riverside.
I don't know that.
So is it good that everyone is in separate places so that we can expand the country, right? Nation, right?
But we still haven't spread fully.
2017 was the Riverside.
Our next goal is to go to Las Vegas.
2018, that's when we moved to Bakersfield. So this is the year of the new Tolakazak, the Bakersfield branch.
Our next goal is to get to Vegas.
Riverside was born.
Right? We're gonna branch out.
Riverside
in Vegas.
branch was. We're gonna go to Vegas
and share there. We're gonna ride in the unicorn.
The place where the shooting was. That's why it's called Sin City. There's so many terrorists in that city.
We're gonna change it to Pony City.
We're gonna change it to Ponies. Wait, there is a convention. We're gonna make our own convention. It's called Tolakazak PonyCon. That's in August, during the same day of the harvest. Are you going to Tolakazak PonyCon? We're gonna see Phil Wickham there. The Tolakazak worship band. I don't know if the harvest worship band is gonna be there and all that, right? That's why we need to create our own Tolakazak PonyCon. We did our own. We just did our own version of the Harvest America. We call it Tolakazak World, right? There, that's the first one we did. Enchantia. We just came back from Enchantia. That's where we did the first Tolakazak World. Tolakazak World. Next year is gonna be in Questia, the pony country. Right? Weird, so the unicorn is the national animal of Tolakazak then, right? Right? It's better than the eagle. It's a bit.
Right, Daniel?
It's like see question what is that? Mount Everest with Bakersfield is this is Mount Riverside. Which is better here or so what do you think is better? What is some specification? What's better, Bakersfield or Riverside?
I've never been to Bakersfield.
I
don't know that. I have to see that to make my comment.
I don't know.
Put some comments on.
Which is the communist part? Which is the communist party? Riverside or
We're not communists though. We're Tolakazak.
Which one?
We're
so they're both
We're
Democratic.
Republican conservative.
They're both Democratic, right? They're both good then. So they're both
Democratic
good.
too?
Yeah, right? So they're it's both part of Tolakazak. Just separate. It's just that, right? The problem is we can't go to harvest, right? We don't have harvest there. We only have this. We only have that church we went to with Matt and the Mike McIntosh Church, CBC, Calvary Chapel Bakers. That's the only churches they have there.
It's just us, Daniel, versus the world.
Harvest is there. Wait, but the music there is better, right? You don't sing that. I never stop singing. They keep singing that in Harvest. You don't sing that there, huh? So the music there's better than, right? Harvest, they keep singing. Never stop singing. Never stop singing. And then Danny Goki was there last Easter. He sang that song again. Instead of forgiven, if only you forgive us. He changed it to beginning. I don't like that version. He always sings that version. He always... And he tells the story about, there was this guy in the hospital. And then there's this doctor. And he smoked. The heart would start again. The guy's heart would start again. So the doctor said, tell your heart to beat again. He always tells that. What is that? That's the food. Salad? Yeah, right. Take a picture of the food. We won't see this again until next year, right? Only once a year. This is a once a lifetime event. This reunion. We only meet.
Okay, this is the press. Daniel, they're gonna ask us questions.
We only have a meeting.
This is the press.
Council meeting every.
You see these people? These are the press. They're gonna ask us questions.
Yeah,
they're gonna take pictures.
They're gonna take.
Camera?
Yeah.
Mr. President, what do you think about like I said, state? How are we gonna spread? How are we gonna spread? You're only in 2 states. How are we gonna spread? You promised us in your term that you're gonna build this. They're asking you that. Here. What's your answer?
What's your answer? What is it?
Want me to answer for you? The president can't answer on that right now. He's starting slow.
I have no idea.
No, you can't say that, or else they're gonna discommission you. He knows what he's doing. Let him figure it out. He's the president. This is a new state. New country. We're figuring things out. We don't know when, but we will know. Through the Lord.
Wait, Tolakazak, this is the last supper. This is the last supper before Generation 5. We're gonna take picture. Let's get the whole group, right? We're not gonna see this until next year. Once a year, next Bible study. Again, next year. Okay, remember, only once a year Bible study. Or once a month. This is the last supper before Generation 5. before our race becomes extinct. The pilgrims had the idea, right, to raise the country on the Bible, right? That's right. But then, the illegal immigrants are the ones who are changing the rules, right? They're the ones who are changing the rules here, right? What's going on?
Is it true that North Korea has threatened you with nukes? What is your response?
What are you gonna
to
do
that?
for Generation 5?
What is your response to the nukes?
What is your plan to
What are the response to the nukes being
What
tested
is-
in Bakersfield?
Scientists, what is your plan to prepare the country for the reboot at the Armageddon 2020?
I have created countermeasures for these nukes. I can't tell you the secrets of this new technology that I've created. As a scientist, I'm sure you other scientists will understand that we can't share our product to you because it will bring the mass destruction of the universe. We have countermeasures for these missiles.
What is your plan to prepare the country for 2020? Armageddon 2020. What's your plan to prepare the country for Generation?
Armageddon?
Yeah.
Our plan is, we don't have a plan because we don't know when it will be.
don't know what to do. We don't know when it's
What
gonna
I can be
happen.
sure is that we will be praying for Armageddon. And we will be ready. That's a good answer, right? They're going to quote us on that. Okay, the final question. Mr. President, what is your quote for today before we end this meeting? You have to give us a powerful quote.
What are you gonna do?
You have to do it. What's your quote? So people can quote you in the history books. We can read you in history.
We'd bring the country back together again. Stop the kids from going to those weird public schools in Long Beach.
And where should we bring them, Mr. President? What is your designated place?
To the Tolakazak camp.
Where is this Tolakazak camp? Will you show
I
us?
don't know. Since we're now in Bakersfield probably. Because,
How will we get there? Do you
I
have
don't
any
know.
transportation?
yeah, I don't know, bus. We're going to the bus.
Will you be renting the harvest buses?
No.
Yes, we shall.